to my chemistry class. The class the class before chemistry got out earlier. And so I figured, again, there was plenty of time. I knew there was a quiz, but I did not know when. So I didn't know that for sure that it was at the beginning of class, so I went. Starbucks was busy. Busy. I waited just a long time for the coffee to arrive. I then accidentally left without it, and by then I was already late, so I went back for it. So I just show up, and the quiz was at the beginning of class, so no quiz for me. I mean, I've not lost. I mean, it's not a big deal, but yeah. Like it's honestly, the schoolwork has been hitting me pretty hard. I had planned to run a game this Sunday, at the game store. That's not happening. Hopefully I'll be on my feet in time to run one in a couple weeks. I kind of intend to do something. I'll try. I might go back to what I had done before, which was one a month. And that one might be probably something on February 12th, specifically for Valentine's Day, because there's one scenario I know of that is kind of vaguely romance themed. So, anyways, let's get started. We're about to open this door here.
Mm-hmm. Where is Kevin's character?
It's over in the other room.
Ah.
I see.
I feel like we were supposed to remember something.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't.
I know there were things like you went through all those. What do you call them? The descriptions of all the events.
Yeah, but I mean, there was like a specific thing we were supposed to remember, and I didn't write it down.
Oh, there was one thing I wrote it down a while back. It was we have a special clockwork reliquary flaw. You get a bonus.
Yeah, that's from a couple sessions ago.
Yeah, but it was specifically last game, and I can't remember what it was.
Me neither. So in any event.
So, a silvery throne-like chair sits in the center of this otherwise empty room. Floating in the air above the chair is a slowly spinning rune-carved disc.
Another one of those. Okay. Do we leave it alone or destroy it?
I don't think we've been destroying them.
Okay, I'm fine with just leaving it. Or I guess
you suddenly did one in downstairs, but
did we?
Yeah, we did. At least one Darby, no Dachi'd. Things are flying around.
Yeah, I'd done the map a little wrong, so I'm just fixing it.
Okay. Well, go in and perception to find things of interestingness.
Okay, make an appraise check. I'll have you.
Detect evil, detect secret doors as well.
No and no.
38 perception, 27 appraise.
The chair is made of hot Sikatite. It is worth 2,500 GP.
Oh,
wow. That's weird.
A nice chair. Anyway, we have the portable hole, so might as well just check it down there.
So you just grab it and touch it and throw it down?
We'll start with grabbing it and go from there if there's an action or something.
As when you touch it, you take 1 point of fire damage because
Okay.
it's hot to the touch.
Actually, I take no damage because I have resistance.
So then you'd be able to bring it down because you would take 1 point per round of touching it. But
So it just negated completely then.
Mhm.
So yeah, I put it in there and put it in the hole, and I guess we'd have to tell whoever. So does anyone sit in it gets the damage?
yes, it's the book. Yeah, the book gives a value, so that's accounted for.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll find a tiefling and.
Yeah, I mean, somebody will like it.
Yeah.
You know, we can always give it to the church and tell them it was evil or something.
Give it to a merchant who wants to get through deals quick.
Mm-hmm.
Sell it to the Asmodeans, you know. It's a chair that burns people when they sit in it.
Oh, that's a good point. Zon-Kuthon would
no.
like that.
Yeah, sell it to Asmodeus or Zon-Kuthon, but don't tell them.
Alright, so onward.
Is there nothing else of note in the?
No, not really.
Good to know. All the way to the. All right, so we had investigated up to this point already.
Yep.
And then we backtracked.
Is this an actual thing, or is this like stairs again?
It is not stairs. It is an actual thing.
Huh.
The dark walls of this room dampen any light brought within. Inlaid in the dark crystal floor is a large Sihedron rune. Each of the arms is painted a different metallic sheen: black, blue-green, pale green, red, coppery orange, silver, and ivory white.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then one of the visions I think we saw was a specific order to touch or activate things.
Yeah. It was just each rune to itself. Between the Sahedron and presumably this place.
Mm-hmm. So we activate it in that order, I assume?
I mean, that sounds like a terribly bad idea, but you know.
I mean, other than that, is there anything in the... I think we've done everything else but this. I don't think there's anywhere else to explore.
Yeah, you're entirely correct. It's just,
Yeah.
you know,
Detect evil, detect secret doors.
I mean, the thing rose out of the ocean when it became, when the Sahedron became reconstructed, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of bad shit. And then there's a guy down on a throne rambling about the thing, and you know,
Right.
logically, people would just want to walk away and take
Right.
it
I
with
think
you.
I think that's the logical thing. Just go back and say, I think some weird shit's going down. We should probably just rope off that island and just
Nuke it from orbit.
Right.
So what precisely do you do?
I think this is definitely worth talking about. But am I correct in we had a set of instructions on what to do? We saw what to do in this thing.
I'll see.
We had a vision earlier, at least, wherein
Yeah.
guy was touching
You saw
pointy
him.
ends.
You would have seen him touch one end of the Sihedron to or specifically what you would have seen him touch the Horicalcum end of the Sihedron to the corresponding end on the thing there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's possible doing one of those, touching one end to a corresponding would have some effect, depending on which one you hit.
You would have seen him upon doing it disappear, I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
All right, let's do it live. Get on the pad.
All right. This is how we die.
Maybe.
Darby here?
He has network issues.
Presumably also gets on the pad. And then swoosh.
He's in roll 20 at least. Let me post another.
All right.
Can that say establishing link something? Anybody else? The page transition, it said something about establishing a link, or I don't
That's
quite.
because you lost connection with roll 20 then, most likely.
It's weird. Well, it's a large black rectangle. So
Yes, that's what you should see.
okay.
That is very long.
Yes, this
Interesting.
is.
This is the gauntlet.
Yeah, this is basically a boss run.
That's cool.
Only with bosses so weak, I actually did beef them up. Some of them.
What a bad day to roll low.
Okay, so perception. The walls of this room are plated sheets of coppery metal and are carved with numerous depictions of first King Zen through the ages. Some depict him as a child, others as an old man, with most falling somewhere in between. A single stone statue of Zen stands between two pillars to the northwest. In his hands he holds a coppery metal platter on which sits a strange contraption of glass and metal. 7 spidery limbs extend from the sides of the contraption to hold the glass in place, while within the glass whirls a cloud of pale blue smoke.
Okay, the fuck is this?
So you see a critter. Do roll initiative. Okay. I saw Velot get an 11. Colin?
12.
Colin?
26.
And Tyria. Let me get a sheet.
He's in roll 20.
Yeah, his icon didn't carry over though.
Oh, that would be a mistake I made.
He's not responding in Skype.
Yeah, it wasn't on the he wasn't on the pad. That's why.
Okay. So he's still around.
Yeah, he's working on it.
Mm-hmm. So what the heck is that?
It
Bunch of limbs.
says it's 14. I don't know if that's includes a Sihedron, but I'm just gonna give it to him.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't,
Because I
because
think-
his has always been stupidly high.
And we have Talon has it usually.
But he might not have fixed it, is what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
So he would get the first move. Um, la la la. So I don't know what spells he has. So Talon have bull strength.
That does nothing.
Yep.
Would it
Because
do
I
some-
already have higher enhancement.
Default summon.
Sure, yeah. Talon.
Yeah. Is the statue an enemy, or
No.
is it just the cloud?
The cloud is the only enemy.
Okay. Are any of you able to tell me what the hell it is and whether it's a good idea to charge?
Planes.
Planes? Okay. If I can do that off my turn, then I'll do that. Good chance of getting that. $34 on planes.
This is a Bythos Aeon. This one appears to be a little stronger than they normally are. They are okay. So Aeons are the true neutral outsiders. Bythos Aeons are guardians of time and planar travel. They have their strikes can potentially age a creature. And also make one disappear for a time. They are immune to cold, critical hits, and poison, and have resistance to electricity and fire, and they have spell resistance.
I'm guessing it flies.
Yes, and I also have gaze attack, which they still have to actively use. So I think.
All right.
Check that because there's a link here. You actually do need to try to save against the gaze. Yes.
Which type?
Fort. Tyria need to do the same.
Pretty good.
Everyone saves at the beginning of their turn.
And is it once you pass, you're good, sort of thing?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, in this case, you are good for this round because you passed.
I gathered.
And so yeah, continue.
Let's try to charge it. See what happens. So initial charge to there. I am choosing to replace my first bite with
Okay.
an overrun attempt. But we're going to swing the sword first. Let's see, charge enable, yes. There. Sweet.
Okay. They are.
I know he's
Immune
immune to crits.
Yeah.
But I take it I hit him.
Yes, you did.
Alright. Let's activate Yomade's Inspiring Sword style with that. And go on to natural attacks.
Okay.
Does it seem like he has DR?
No.
No. Alright. Let's start off with the overrun.
Okay.
There's a +8 to that.
Uh, 35 plus 8 is insufficient.
Okay. Then I will conduct all regular natural attacks.
Okay.
So ignore bite number 1.
Okay. 26. Okay.
And lastly, as part of ride by attack, I'm going to head up here. Being that I can make turns in charges.
Okay. His turn. It seems to reform a little bit.
Something like fast healing.
Yes.
Okay.
It is okay. Um, okay, from there I can't make a whole attack. So it's just gonna have to charge someone, and having seen all of that nonsense, it considers it's not gonna
Is it a long or a tall creature?
it has reach, but not enough.
Okay.
It can't. So, given that it's going to move here, and it doesn't specify an attack that needs to be done that needs to be done for this. So it's just going to reach out and poke you. Make a Fortitude save.
That's definitely a touch attack, at the least.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
It sounds like it. It doesn't mention it. I'll roll it. So Strength plus BAB. Is a
It'll
39.
normally be associated with a melee attack as well, but yeah, that'll hit the touch easily.
Yeah. So roll for it.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
Shoot.
This is his turn. Alan.
I can do nothing but light it up, so I light it up.
Okay.
Gonna burn a point to gain an extra attack. It doesn't accept crits, right?
It does not accept crits.
Okay. 28. I assume 19 doesn't care. 28.
I see 3 hits. Yeah. 28 misses. I see 3 hits.
Okay. That extra attack is a 32. Does 32 hit? Okay.
No.
Electric. Okay.
No. Second attack knocks it down.
Okay.
76.
Nice job.
I was more threatened than I should have been.
Yeah.
All the aging thing is certainly something to be scared
Yeah.
of.
Had it gotten a full attack on you, it could have wrecked you, but didn't manage.
That might be the theme of the day.
Yeah.
Rolling low on a save or something could seriously be.
Yeah.
nasty.
That had you missed that save, what it would have done, it still would have died. At that point, you'd been the one to hit it, so it thought of you as a threat.
Mhm.
What it would have done is you would have disappeared for 1d4 rounds and then popped back.
Okay.
Not too bad, actually. Perception to search the room for anything other than the statue, including
Just
the
treasure 1 second. I need to pull up the XP thing because I changed the CR.
But yeah, there was no way getting out of that trouble for the monster in that case because we had full attacks lined up. You know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
in general, archery is very damage intensive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, there is indeed treasure.
Secret doors, evil.
No and no. The platter held by the statue is worth 6,000 GP and made of enough horicalcum to melt down and forge into a single weapon. There's also a contraption sitting atop the platter. It is. I'll have an appraise check to recognize it.
Have a C8
Sure.
whomever is rolling.
Okay, then that would be like a 37, I believe.
It's a +8.
Plus 8 is 39 then.
It's a time glass.
Time glass. Sounds interesting.
Like a thing with sand in it.
It is a minor artifact that allows you to send messages into the past.
What?
Campaign breaking shenanigans coming up.
No joke.
All right, mate.
It also can grant you. So, if used to look into the past, the time glass does one of two things. It can reveal the viewer a memory that has been forgotten, or put an old piece of knowledge into a new context, granting a +20 bonus on any one knowledge check. It can be used as if it were a crystal ball with true seeing. Has the ability to scry upon events past or future, but you cannot specify what creatures are viewed when using it to look forward or backward in time. So in other words, it will you tell it to look into the future, and it'll pick something of its own free will to show you.
Okay, so it's not actually as broke as it sounds.
Much less.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Otherwise,
you can
it
totally
would just
send.
be every time you make a save, tell me 2 minutes ago not to.
No,
Just
far easier than that. We take the infinite division scroll from here and, to the past. Messages only. So that scroll tube with the scroll in it that we use to protect the city, we need to, before the wave comes, wish that tower that we're in out of existence. There will be no wave. There will be none of this bullshit.
All right. So time glass. Yes.
Yeah. The recipient of the message from the future, it allows for one-way communication. The recipient of the message interprets the message in the form of a vision or a strange prophecy or divine insight. The recipient does not know the message is in fact from the future, as the time glass distorts messages to the past in order to preserve the flow of time and combat paradoxes.
So you know what's happening here, right?
Are you saying this is the other end of the augury scroll?
Yeah, this is the other end of the divination scroll.
That's actually kind of funny. That's because it's like a brain hurting a little bit.
I like that. That makes things a little bit more rounded.
Yeah. It does mean that we do need to take occasional rests now to answer all the goddamn questions from the past.
Yeah, it doesn't. We don't need to answer them right away. We could answer them in 30 years, and it'd still be relevant.
I know. I said occasionally.
But hey, the paladin wants to take a rest. I'm up for it.
Yeah,
No.
That's good. That's a good point to rest, I think, before a good boss rush. I'm about half strength. I'm probably fine for.
We have hit points. We have our health.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I'm pretty much fine. It'll be more fun actually to not be full strength, I think.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Well, it seems like there are no secret doors.
Yeah.
So the teleportation circle seems like
I guess.
the way forward.
Oh, the different. Try a different tip.
Yeah. Did we get all of them in the vision, or did we only get the first one?
You only got the first one. Let me see.
Use the torch.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'll double check. I think. You see Zen constructing the vault, summoning and binding the Aeon, and yeah, you see him using the Sihedron to teleport to the next vault in the sequence. So adamantine tip to adamantine thing.
All right. Whoosh.
Oh, I see. Each one of the points on the Sihedron is a different room.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like he has a vault for every metal.
I'm
Based
gonna
on
go.
the naming scheme so far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you guys move over rather than me do it. La. La. Um. Okay. So 7 dark crystal statues of robed men and women in extravagant Thessalonian garb stand around the edges of this black and metal-clad chamber. Each statue holds its hands forward in a sign of tribute, though the hands of all but 2 statues remain empty. The others each offer a jagged chunk of black metal ore the size of a kettle. A black metal halberd leans against the wall next to each statue. And you immediately recognize, without a check, one of the statues is Sorshan. Though you know at least a few of them aren't rune lords that you make knowledge history.
They don't
Alright.
spring alive and attack us immediately, do
They don't.
26 history.
So
they?
you know that the 7 rune lords that are most well known, so the group that includes Karzaug, were the final rune lords, but weren't the only ones ever to rule Thassalon. So this might be a set of rune lords from a specific time. You recognize Sorshan and Xandergul, and one of the others as the first rune lord of Greed, so who Karzaug eventually replaced. But you don't recognize all of them by name.
Okay.
And they each have some ore in their hand.
Well, no,
Yes.
2 of them have ore.
Yeah, 2 of them. And each of them has a...
I feel like these guys are about to attack us, but...
So we asked Darby to summon the kinetic elemental thing and just kind of push those weapons way the fuck away.
Okay, let me... All right. What level of summon?
Can he do all of them?
Let's do a 3 or a 4, you know.
Yeah, I
Something
mean,
fancy.
at this point, if he takes a 3 and treats it as a 1, it'll get a few really tiny ones, and that's all we need to push weapons away.
Okay. Yeah. Because they're far enough apart that I don't think it could do all of them at once. But they're also light enough that I think even the smallest one could do it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So I believe it's 1d3 plus 1. Is it, or no, is it 1d4 plus 1?
I think it's a 4.
3.
So that that's going 1 down. Going down by 2, I think it is like a magic missile, 1d4 plus 1.
1d4 plus 1, yeah.
2.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Do it again.
So the first time you do it, go ahead and tell me which 2.
Do they all have weapons?
They all have the same weapon next to them.
Okay.
We should get more elementals.
Yeah, we should. Oh, you know what? They haven't attacked yet, and we don't know if they are, but
They're going to moving them away moving the things away pissed them off. That's why I want to know which one's on the first one.
Oh, so we are actually doing it then. We're not discussing it. Then it would have been the two with the oars in their hands.
All right.
Seems like an obvious choice to me, unless somebody wants to say otherwise.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay.
Ooh, they grab the weapons and chuck the weapons at two of the other weapons.
Okay, that is precision, so they're going to need to make rolls.
Well, yeah, but I mean, either way, at least two weapons go away, maybe four.
Okay.
Probably not, though. I mean, these were,
Small.
what, spears?
These are
Halberds.
small.
Halberds.
These are small.
So you need a halberd to hit a halberd, and both of them to blow more than 5 feet away in a direction that doesn't bring it within reach of another.
Yeah, but I think their range is something like 400 feet, so 480.
Yeah, they definitely both manage it. So, let's see.
Which two have the oars? I assume it's the cyan and the green.
No. Let's see. So the ones without the, I'll give them a wrench. I'll say it's these two.
Okay.
And they would be fired in ways that do not potentially hit you guys.
Yep. Cyan and yellow.
So, okay. Here, you don't see this. I'm going to do something for the sake of my ease.
Yep.
So, at the moment that you do that, you see the blue ghosty thing fly into this one.
Okay.
Always fun.
Initiative.
Cool. Good numbers.
Two and four.
Have they all become animate?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's four.
Are they considered constructs?
From the look of them, it seemed like they might.
Everything else has been.
Right?
Well, isn't it the first time we found something that actually animated while we were there? All the others have been alive ahead of time.
Well,
I mean, I suppose the
When we-
dragon was trying to hide, but
yeah, but I mean, when we walked into the palace, the golems didn't animate until Fuckface jumped into them.
Okay.
That's true.
So, regarding initiatives, Talon,
20.
Colin,
25.
Belloc.
18.
Okay, and someone roll plus 14 for me, please. Okay.
I've got a 24 dex, 7 bonus.
That's lower than Tyria's.
Damn.
So, directs the weapons to be knocked away from a haunted one and from pink to winning. So they're all disarmed.
Cool.
Insofar
Tyria,
that the floor is littered with weapons. Right.
Yeah, they still have to burn an action to pick them up if they want to.
Well, they did when they stood next to them as well.
So, as for Tyria proper, we're gonna go with more spells, but a bigger elemental this time.
Mm-hmm.
Colin,
Tell you guys what, I assume Talon's gonna focus on the main one. I'm gonna try and do pink and purple over there, and then I'll let you guys decide on the rest. So I'm gonna burn a point to gain an extra attack, and full round deadly aim, starting with pink. Does a 31 hit?
yes.
Okay. 5 hits.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
And these are normal arrows.
Yeah. +5.
Okay, starting with pink, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Each one seems to have the damage reduced significantly.
I've got the clustered shot.
That apply to hardness.
Oh. Wait.
Hardness is objects.
As in their stat block that they have hardness.
It wouldn't apply.
Interesting.
It wouldn't apply to hardness. Yeah.
Well, +5 treats it as adamantine, but that's for damage reduction, not
Yep.
hardness.
Precisely.
Ooh. Good thing I have adamantine arrows.
I'm here finally. I had to restart my entire computer in order to get in.
Fun.
Okay. So, okay, so would you start using the adamantine arrows after the first one?
I've not this round, next round.
Okay.
That I assume clustered shot makes it so because it's a full round action. So
I'll tell you right now, clustered shot is not applying. They're getting...
I realize
Treated
that, but I'm doing a full round to do
I
that
see.
anyway.
What he's saying is cluster charge is basically drawing all the arrows at once and then shooting them so they hit sort of simultaneously.
Get it.
Or however you want to fluff it, but yeah.
Okay.
You know, if it were at long range, you could say that the first arrow flies very high and then lower and lower and lower and lower.
Yeah.
They all hit at the same time.
That a rapid succession either way.
And red goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Picks up weapon. Alan.
Yeah. So red guy has a weapon, no one else.
Yes.
And this one is the enemy target.
That's where the ghost is in.
Yeah, it's haunted. It's the haunted one.
So
I don't think it'll work right though. Plus I need my swift action. So we're just gonna charge. I will charge in. Actually, no. I'll just go straight there. I know I made that angle, but I'm just charging straight to the square.
Okay.
Let's see. Here's a sword attack. Terrible one at that.
Yeah. 35 is good enough, and because it's actually made of adamantine, it bypasses the hardness.
Plus 4 in damage. I forgot a check mark.
Okay. That's 61.
Alright. Yomade's Inspiring Sword comes up.
Okay.
Are these like pillars that go all the way to the ceiling, or
Yes.
what are they?
okay.
Yeah, just regular natural attack series then.
Okay. Okay. So 8, 22.
Unfortunately, the angles are too sharp for me to get away from these guys again, but I think it's okay, being that they have no weapons.
Okay. Yeah. The claws are somewhat inhibited, but they still, between them, do damage. Green. Let's see, red was thrown over to green. So takes a 5-foot step, picks weapon up off the ground. Still has a standard action, but doesn't really have anything to do with it. Belloc.
Okay, knowledge. Was it usually Arcana for these guys?
Yes.
Okay. $36. For
So these are animated objects.
okay.
They have Ness 20. They have construct traits in regards to immunities.
Okay. All right. I'll full attack. Was it the trigger or the big one? I know he's going to be paying. The main guy. Um, okay. Are they immune to crits?
No.
Okay. I'm guessing 20 doesn't hit.
You guessed correctly.
33.
33 is sufficient.
All right. So that would be 88. 108. 116 for the first shot. Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. 76.
$176 total. Spread
For the
over
first
how
shot.
many? For the first one.
For the first shot, yeah.
Okay, on red.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whatever the main one was.
Oh, that's over
The
here.
main is orange.
Orange. Okay.
Red has the weapon. The main is orange.
Okay. Whoever the spirit went into, that guy.
Okay, that one's gone.
Okay. Then I'll go. Since red has the weapon, take 56 and 30.
Um. Okay. Cyan will move to here. Grab weapon off floor. On. Pink. And its weapon thrown. Move to here. Weapon. Move to here. Weapon. Move to here. Weapon. Top of the round, and something special's gonna happen.
Explosions.
No. You will find out in a little bit. Kyria.
Okay. All right. So these animated objects, there's still a good number of them. My HP didn't get updated from last time. Or did I take a bunch of hits a bit ago?
Not yet.
Assuming you're full, I would say.
Yeah, you'd be
All
full.
right. Wait, take care of that real quick.
We do have Sea Hadron healing. So
Yeah. That's basically that's what.
All right. Spells. I don't know if I want to use very many more spells. How much longer do you think these guys are gonna be standing with how you're laying into them?
rounds at most.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, you can start throwing their weapons at them.
Oh, I was just thinking of just going up and attacking them since I have an adamantine weapon.
Oh, good point.
You know, I've actually have a pretty good strength bonus now. So
I would get into melee.
all right, I'm gonna get into melee then. Gonna move forward and going to attack the orange one.
Okay.
Let
Roll.
me get my information here.
You have the option to charge as well if you want to.
Good point. I will then charge. I will charge the orange one, and what would the total bonus be? That would be 22. Plus that would be 24.
Let me check.
You have Yomeda's Inspiring Soul as well. Don't forget that.
And I just rolled a crit threat.
They don't care about that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they do.
Oh, they do this time. Okay.
It was a previous battle.
Yeah.
So how much of a bonus is Iomede's Inspiring Soul?
It's basically a +2 to everything for a minute.
Okay.
Save checks and damage.
Right,
Not
39.
actually not damage, but accuracy.
All right.
39 is sufficient.
Okay.
I'll find the actual text for you.
19 damage. Weapon is adamantine.
Attack
Okay.
rolls, saving throws, and skill checks.
Okay. And do you not crit?
Did a 39 confirm?
Yes.
Okay. Second thing of damage. So 19 plus 15, 34.
Okay. Colin.
Okay. Going after Pink with adamantine arrows this time. Wrong button. Let's try that again. 33 hits, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so 4 hits.
Okay. For Pink, that's 29. The 30 gets rid of it.
Okay, next 2 go into purple then.
Okay. Red is gonna full attack Tyria.
Okay.
$27.
Nope. Nope.
And 15.
Nope.
Hit on the 20.
Alan.
Indeed. So you got Red Fella, who is fairly damaged. You're probably going to take him down on the next round. Are any of green, teal, and yellow damaged at all?
Of those, yellow is.
Significantly, or
Significantishly.
We're gonna take a flying 5-foot and start off with some sword attacks.
Okay.
Let's see how much haste I have left. We are gonna save the haste this time to do that. And if that
Okay.
isn't enough, then that should do it.
The first 3, get him down.
Okay. That's all.
Okay. That one's turn would have been next, so Velok.
Full attack on Cyan, I believe. Would be the
Okay.
color. Acidor, since we're kind of mowing through these guys, I don't want to waste a spell.
Right.
Whew. It all might have hit. Would a 31
Yes.
confirm?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Keep him in mind. Unless you're using adamantine arrows, hardness will be subtracted from any shot twice.
Yeah, I'll use it. I have adamantine arrows to use. So I'll use that. So that would be 32 for the first shot,
Okay, doesn't bring him down.
57 for the second shot.
Oh, that doesn't.
Another 29. Okay, and then 66 on yellow.
There you are.
All right.
Okay. Cyan and yellow are gone.
This is the slaughter.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of slaughter, this guy shows up. He's gonna full attack you.
What?
Alright.
You can make a knowledge planes check to identify this creature.
Is this like GM Fiat or what?
Sort of. I mean, I did intend for you to encounter him, and this isn't in the module, but I did decide like 2 days ago that you would encounter this guy in this room because this encounter is otherwise CR 15. Adding him increases it.
Understandable.
Okay. What is he wielding? Who is he attacking?
He will be using slam attacks, so his fists.
Okay. 33 on planes.
So let's see. This would be a relatively well-known monster. So this is the first blade. He is the Herald of Gorum. Gorum being the god of war. He is immune to magic and poison, resistant to cold and sonic. He has DR, adamantine, and law. And regeneration that's overcome by adamantine. And he has fortification. So it's hard to crit him, though it is possible.
When you say immune to magic, would that mean include conjuration effects?
In general, if it doesn't respect SR, then nothing is immune.
Yeah, it's immunity to magic is it's kind of like having an SR of infinity.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Also, and all of you will realize this, if you want to gain the effects of the rage spell, you can do it right now.
That's weird.
No takers?
Yeah, why not? I mean, the restrictions are a bit.
-2 to AC, but +1 to will, +2 to strength and constitution. Constitution would be helpful.
Yeah. And I think those are morale bonuses, so they'll stack with the things.
Yeah.
Well, except previous morale bonuses.
True.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't believe you have any of those. So.
Actually, I have a thing that makes me immune to that. So from evil creatures, I would say I can't take advantage of it just personally.
It is not an evil creature.
Oh, it's not an evil creature. Interesting.
Yeah. Gorham being non-evil is bullshit, but it is what the book says.
Okay.
That being said, I am immune to compulsion, which the rage.
So I won't take it. I'll refuse it from moral reasons.
Yeah.
I'd like it, but I'm gonna say no on the grounds of being immune to compulsion.
Yeah. So he probably knows who you are, and of you, Leon is Actually, no.
Lawful
the paladin
neutral.
is. So who's more distasteful? The paladin is a holy warrior, so the lawful neutral monk is more distasteful.
Okay.
So, punch.
AC 38.
Okay, so we get one. And that's with power attack, so. 39 points of damage.
Jeez.
Okay.
And you are now bleeding.
Okay.
So we'll take care of that on your turn.
Sure. You know, if I had my mind about me, I should have bubbled as soon as he showed up.
Yeah, he showed up on his turn, just so you couldn't react to him. Before he got
It's
a
an
chance to
immediate
do his
action,
thing.
not a swift action. I can do it whenever the fuck I want.
So purple is seeing that this has happened, is going to charge you. He gives not the first shit about the elemental who gets to make its attack of opportunity. Misses. This is the halberd.
Do you even pick one up yet?
Yes, all of them have.
Okay.
He also has a turn doing
They all
that.
spent the last turn getting weapons, and then they got killed.
That's pretty much a good synopsis of that.
No.
Okay.
Top of the round, Tyria.
Okay. All right. Should I try getting into melee with this guy after casting a spell?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because I could just pop Divine Vessel, and I'm pretty sure I could take him with your guys' help.
I would continue ripping red a new one, and then maybe think about it.
I
Take a 5-foot stab in the middle if you kill him early.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just if I use this, I'd be able to attack both on my next turn.
You're capable of attacking both on this turn.
All right.
Honestly, I would say ignore the little guys and just try killing the big dude. That's my advice. These guys cannot even hit us. You just
Yeah.
ignore them completely.
No, but
I have to
they
find-
do provide flanking bonus.
Yeah.
Are they
And they
considered
can aid
allies, even
another.
if they're not really?
They're
They
both
are
going
not,
after the same target.
Okay.
no, the statues under no circumstances provide flanking.
Okay.
The Aethers do, I suppose, are flanking the guy in the middle.
Yeah. Good point.
All right, then I'm gonna go in the middle and try to. No, I want that bonus because otherwise I'm not going to be sure if I can actually really hit him. And on top of that, with how hard he hits and with how good his attack bonus is, I want to make sure that I am very well defended when engaging him in melee. So I'm going to roll to cast defensively,
Okay.
and if this succeeds, what's the spell? First of all, 39 for the concentration check. Would that be enough for an 8th level spell?
For an 8th level spell, you'd need a 31, so yes.
All right. I cast Divine Vessel on myself. Character becomes large sized.
Immediately?
Yes. All right. Let me grab everything about this spell.
I will be back shortly.
Okay.
Yep, one standard action, accept otherworldly energies into your body. So, okay. That becomes 22. This becomes 22. My con bonus. Ooh. That's nice. 23. So that effectively adds 1, 2, 3. So that adds 3 HP per hit dice, which that would be 30 plus 18. So plus 48 on top of my normal amount.
Okay.
It's a big ass spell. It has a lot of adjustments to it.
I'm back.
Okay.
Hey, I'm getting my calculations in for all the changes that occur from the spell. You guys could do the rest of the turns and stuff while I get the rest of this.
Okay,
tape.
yeah. Colin, first,
Bleed.
your bleed damage.
It is just one, right?
No, take 2 points this
Okay.
turn.
5 foot back and rip into purple.
Okay.
You could reach. What?
Yeah, I could, but I want to get away from that guy first. Adamantine arrows, and they accept crits. That's the last thing. So 4 hits, one's a crit.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
So the last one's a crit. So the first one gets rid of purple.
Okay. 1 into red. 2 if I have to.
You have to.
Okay. And then the crit goes into him, I guess.
Okay, we need to roll fortification. You managed to crit him.
Cool. Take 93.
He does. Red is gone. Alan.
Yeah. This guy hasn't said a word, has he? He's just come in and attacked us.
He has not said a word.
Yeah, fuck him then. Take a 5-foot step and full attack. Let's click on the round haste. And we're off.
Okay. For once, only some of those hit. So the adamantine
There's a +2 from flanking not included.
Okay, so given that everything hits, so 34, 35, 34, 37 is 68. Yes. ER starts applying, so 13. Wait, yeah, 13, 10. 8. He's down.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Any indication on why he attacked us?
Not really.
He doesn't vanish or anything like that.
He doesn't what?
He doesn't vanish immediately or anything like that.
Have a what? I'm
Does
sorry.
he vanish?
No.
Do we want to try and bring him back up to interrogate, or just finish him off?
I mean, I don't like him because he saw me and took
Okay.
a swing.
Mhm.
Also, am I still bleeding? How do I deal with that?
If you are,
Sahedron.
it will stop if you receive
Here.
magical healing. So,
Oh, cool. Let me borrow that for 4 rounds.
okay.
You don't
So
need
the
it for
first,
4 rounds. You know, you can
4
still
rounds
do-
gets me full, so...
so the
you
first
can send it
round
back and
that
forth.
you,
Oh,
the
yeah.
first round that you ignore him, he seems to reform a little bit, but doesn't come back up.
Okay. I take manacles from.
Yep.
Leon, the large size ones, and tie them. Kind of.
That's very unlucky to hold this guy.
You just want to kill him?
I'm not sure we can.
Well, I mean, if you get regeneration stops it, doesn't it? When you under certain conditions.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, we've been hitting him with adamantine weapons, which supposedly will stop the regeneration.
He heals a little more while you're discussing this.
I put 2 into him.
Okay.
Do I need to roll or can I just do damage?
Yeah, just do damage.
Okay.
Right.
He goes. He's dead.
Jeez, all right.
He was healing.
My character in her big divine form is just gonna kind of be like that. Just she's gonna make the Spurto face. That's all I can say. She's just gonna look very nonplussed and almost humorous at the fact that she wasted a high-level spell just to have the entire party just gang up on it before she could hit him.
How
Well-
how long spell last?
Round.
Let's see here. 1 round a level.
Yeah, so that's not gonna.
You still got like 12 rounds at least. Let's go to the next room after we
Yeah,
loot the
hurry up
shit
and
out
go.
of this guy.
Oh yeah, look around for loot, and then we'll see how
So
many
the
rounds we have.
loot is the meteors. As soon as you hold, Sorsham's meteor is just an adamantine meteor, but as soon as you hold Xandergul's, it turns into a longsword that you can tell is magical.
Appraise or
Detect magic is what I'm looking for.
Sure.
It is a +3 defending transformative adamantine longsword.
sorry, +3 adamantine
Defending adamantine.
defending.
Transformative.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Longsword. I'll look that up later. Okay. And the other meteor is just a big block of adamantine.
Yes.
Do you have a value
Um,
or a weight?
6,000 GP.
All right. Onwards. So you can get cut like what, like 2 rounds ish.
Yeah.
So he still has like about a minute left.
Something like
Okay.
that. Let's just call it 10 rounds to be even then.
First.
Next room. Do not forget to take the elementals with you.
Maybe at least have a few rounds of those left.
Oh, is there a vision?
Her.
Vision.
No, the magic torch.
It's the same.
It just tells you where to go next.
Yeah. Brass-mounted lenses orbit a massive bowl filled with rust red liquid in the north corner of this room. The walls, floor, and ceiling of the room seem to ripple and run as if composed of liquid red metal. You are not on that pillar. Get on the pad.
I know. I'm moving myself so that way I could get to it, since no one else moved me.
Well, we can't. So
So as soon as you come in, 3 critters. Their stat block. Where are you? There you are. 3 critters ooze out of the bowl. They all look like Zen. But they aren't blue and glowy like the ghost. That'll do. They and in unison, all three of them shout. Let's see. Doesn't word it exactly. I am the Emperor Zen. Drop to your knees and obey.
I look around and say, I don't see us doing that. So.
I don't think that's happening. I mean, I appreciate their effort, but without an intimidate check, and also I'm immune to fear, so please.
Yes, we've killed people more impressive than this guy.
23 for my initiative.
I'm rolling really low today for initiative. Oh well. I'm going like last, like every single encounter.
Okay. Colin,
17.
Belloc,
13.
Fallon.
24.
Okay. Green takes a 5-foot step and casts a spell. Alan.
Which spell?
Mage armor.
Well, then I suppose I'm targeting one of the others. Let's go for...
Is this like marble or is this like swirling abyss around us?
It's floor. You can walk on it.
Okay.
We're gonna charge to there.
Okay.
And then we're gonna start off with a sword attack.
Okay.
That's quite good.
Sword hits, and let me check. Think crits. Are oozes automatically immune to criticals?
I think it's part of those traits, yeah. But
Likely, yeah.
let's have a look.
Yeah. So no crit for you then.
Immune to poison, sleep, paralysis, polymorph, stun.
Okay, crit for you.
Not subject to precision-based damage. Such as
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah, no crit for you.
Probably doesn't kill it either. Then let's follow up with some natural attacks.
Okay.
Hopefully that kills it.
Sure. Finish.
We will like. So there.
Okay. 2 bites, and then 27. That's 80 plus 28 is 108. Let me check. And then you could have done the last bite or the last rake to blue.
I cannot. It's a charge.
Okay.
All attacks must be targeted at the charge target.
Tyria.
Okay. All right. So you're up there. I am going to charge attack the middle one. You two ranged bros, okay? Shooting at green.
Yeah, whatever.
You don't need to worry about charge lines too much because I can charge through allies.
All right. I'll charge up here, and let's see. Adjustments, 19, 24, 26. 35.
Yes.
Okay. Where's some of the additional things of the spell? Okay. Is there any damage reduction that's overcome by Good Align with these guys?
No.
Okay. $26 damage.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Colin.
Green.
Okay.
Regular arrows, because I can't find a reason to change up.
I see 4 hits.
Cool.
So that's exactly 60, and that's 65, so that's 125. Is there anything you want to tell me about that damage?
+5. We already know that.
Yeah.
Does electric matter?
Yeah.
Okay.
7. Okay. Yellow is gone. Blue. It's going to change up tactics. Okay. Hold on. I must look up a spell. Okay. So keeping in mind that that's 100. It's almost 120. Yeah, they can handle that. So we're going to 5-foot step back. And we're going to cast a spell, which are we going to cast it defensively? Going to cast it defensively.
Probably you should be able to step out of Gobble's range, I think. Because with the charge, you go to the closest space where you can reach the enemy. Puts them 10 feet away.
So it would have been here. Okay, if that's the case, then we just cast the spell. Everyone, including Selena, makes reflex saves. I'm going to do the caster level check for Selena spell resistance.
Okay.
.28 meets the SR. Okay. magic number was 19. This was chain lightning. So looks like everyone is taking half damage, which is lucky for all of you.
Let me roll here.
Evasion.
Okay, those of you with evasion should keep that in mind. 76 damage is full. Or not 76, 74. So half is 37.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Resistance.
Belloc.
All right. I'll attack. Who just is green? Just went.
That was blue.
Does blue? Okay, I'll attack green too. Try to get him for the next turn. Full attack.
No, no one did, Talon.
Would 33 hit?
No.
36.
Yes.
All right. So that is 86. 7. Would 179 take green down?
Yes.
All right. I shall do so. And given I don't like blue for just hitting me, I'll do a spell perfection as well.
Okay.
36 to hit for 60 damage.
Okay, that happens.
Okay.
All right. Who's up next?
Is that all the damage?
The 60 for the spell perfection, yes. That's my turn, yeah.
Talon.
Yeah. We are gonna and I'm thinking it'll take him down. We'll see. There's an unaccounted +2 for charge.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty.
That's everyone.
Who else is injured?
I think everyone's injured except for Leon.
Yeah, I'm good.
But if we're out of combat, then we pass it around and get up to home.
Yeah, I was just wondering if we were out of combat. So,
Yes.
whoosh whoosh.
Mhm.
Couple times around.
Yep.
How many rounds did this combat take?
5-ish?
No, less, like 3.
With healing, I'd say 5. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
If
No,
we
or
move-
well, with healing, I would say like 9 or 10.
Okay.
Okay, with my estimation, if we move immediately, I'll still have 6 rounds on my spell.
Is there any noticeable loot?
I think there is in every room. Let me. Yes. The bowl also contains a large amount of raw digezit that remains behind as the mezzalins slither out of the bowl to attack. In all, there are 100 pounds of digezit in the bowl. 1 pound is sufficient amount for heightening magic. See the first book about digezit. Each dose is worth 200 GP for a total of 20,000 GP of digezit in the bowl.
Does anyone
Sorry,
want
there's
it?
100 pounds of what in the bowl exactly? And how long did it take you to fill this box?
Oh man. I have no idea. How do you spell that?
DJEZET.
Never have guessed. Would never have guessed that spelling. I'm just looking if we actually want to keep it for its mechanical properties.
No. Need that gold. That being said, let's get on the pad.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive for one caster level. So I never left. I didn't move the entire combat.
That's... Huh.
I mean, it's a good effect, you know, if you want to keep, you know, 10
But
charges or something, but
the relative effectiveness of adding one caster level decreases as you get higher. So by the time it's worth it to spend 200 GP per spell, you're probably not going to get a huge benefit out of raising a caster level at, by 1.
So... real quickly, apparently that's Skymetal. And,
all of these are Skymetals.
yeah. It's weird.
In my power base as the Rune Lords, it's the fact that they found alien stuff.
Well, anyway, let's move on then.
Okay. So, the black crystal pedestals along the walls of this white metal tiled room contain mounds of pale white ingots, save for the easternmost one, which instead supports an exquisite looking scimitar. Initiative.
Come on, roll well for once.
One moment, moving my character icon.
Yay, pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, you can zoom out, right?
That is not where you are.
You're north of Talon.
There we go. I got 30.
Okay.
Definitely
Alan?
not.
14.
Okay. Talon, what's your initiative mod? 9?
Correct.
Okay. So Tyria gets the first move.
Okay. Alright, let me take a look, quick see around here. Alright, I'm going to charge the red one. Well, actually, I can only basic... Actually, I'm going to 5-foot step at full attack.
Okay.
Makes sense.
You need 10 feet to
Alright.
charge.
Oh, did that note that?
Is it 10 feet?
No.
It's just like this.
If they are large size, then at the moment you're 5 feet away.
What was that? Could you repeat that?
on the presumption that they are large size and cover the 4 squares that they touch, then you start out 5 feet away and are actually in range because you are large, so you have reach.
Oh yes. All right, then I'll just stand here in full attack. Okay. First attack, 26.
Hold on. I'm trying to. I just realized the page with their stat block is over there. So,
Yes, because you're working from the books.
yeah.
A reminder as well.
Yes.
Days Inspiring Sword.
Fallen. And the book is.
Okay. I know I sound a bit like a bard, having to remind everyone, but it's a bonus worth taking. In my opinion.
Can you remind me? I probably haven't been factoring in. What is it?
It's +2 on everything except damage.
Supposed to attack within like 30 feet or something?
If you see me making that attack, and
Ah.
I've been making it every combat, so.
So I'm sorry. What was it?
It lasts. It's if you see me making the attack.
No. What was the Tyria's attack?
26.
26 is good enough.
Okay. All right. Next attack. Are these creatures susceptible to crits?
Sorry. They're incorporeal.
All right, so probably not.
Yeah, I would be. I don't know if the book says that, but it would be really weird if they were.
That makes sense.
So, yeah.
What are they?
They're dread wraiths.
That's
So
not
undead.
good.
So
I don't think undead in general is immune to criticals.
undead,
They're immune to anything that requires a fort save.
not all undead are, but incorporeal undead might be. So in this case,
Incorporeal has anything with criticals. You get that 50% damage effect from anything except brilliant energy and
yeah,
force effect.
yeah, okay, yeah, I see the logic there. Yeah. So
Plus the
yeah, 3
concealment
hits,
token.
or a crit and a hit so far, I guess. Or wait, what? So when do you threaten?
Let me take a look. Is my Adachi keen? No, it's actually not keen. 18 to 20 is my threat.
Okay, so the third one is a threat.
Okay. Going to confirm.
Okay.
32.
Okay.
That confirms. Okay. Third
Yeah.
attack. 24.
That's good enough. So,
And then my 2 slams.
okay.
Because I get
Can
that
you
as
use
first
the- oh.
spell.
Oh, hold on. You're holding the weapon in your hand. A
I
slam
need to
is
look at
a slam is punching someone. You cannot use it if you're holding something.
I always thought it was just in general, just with any part of the body.
No.
That's a special monk thing.
Really, I always assumed like with the way it's made, a slam was just kind of like flailing around or shoulder checking someone.
No.
Natural attacks
By
are.
people, it's using your primary upper appendages.
Mhm.
Okay.
There's always a body part associated with every natural attack.
Yeah.
Either it's head or
Unless
arms,
you
legs.
have that special monk thing where you can attack with knees and elbows
Okay.
and what have you.
First attack is 19 damage. Second attack, which is the crit, I will roll now. 46 for the crit attack.
Okay.
Should be able to take this guy down.
And 19.
So 19 again for the third one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, actually, they're incorporeal, so they only take half. I guess
Okay.
you won't be getting killed this round.
Belloc.
Okay. Well, I'll go after Blue since he's closer. Full attack, as per usual. 26.
26 is good enough.
Okay, so 60, 86, 94, 154, 184, 192, 112, 212, sorry, 212.
Total?
Total, yeah.
So that is 106.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ullen.
I think I'm going after Blue.
Okay.
Cool. Did we say they don't crit, or that would crits matter?
Crits matter. So, yeah. 5 hits, including 2 crits.
Cool. Yeah.
Roll them one at a time.
Yep. Crit. Crit.
The first one gets them down.
Okay, go to green.
Okay. Okay, that's 20. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I have to check it. Halving them is so 27 plus 69 is 60 plus 26, which is 86, half of which is 43. 1. 28 plus 65 is 30 plus 63, which is 93, half of which is 46. Okay, the second one gets him down.
Okay. And 3 into green then.
Okay. That's 17, 15, 14. So Green did not appreciate that terribly much.
Well, whatever.
Melee touch. 16.
This is incorporeal touch as well, which has some special interaction with certain things.
Well,
Okay.
as a touch, it's 25.
No.
You know, I didn't see yellow there. Huh.
Well, he sees you. He gets you. 6 points of negative energy damage.
Okay.
3 points of con drain.
Oh shit.
I think you might get a fortitude save. I'm gonna check.
I would hope so.
Here, I'll see. Have the. It says that there's a save. It doesn't give me a DC, but there's a save for a normal wraith. So plus charisma murder would be in this case 15. So it's obviously more. Include
What kind of save is it?
it's a fortitude save. So yeah, go ahead and roll it.
It'll probably be 10 plus half hit dice plus relevant modifier.
Yeah,
Usually
good
it
enough. Let's see. Does that reduce or? Yeah, so you do not take the drain.
Cool.
Alan.
Yeah. So we have red significantly injured and green less so. They both threaten me at the moment. What do you think? Full attack or jam?
I don't know. I mean, if it were me, I'd charge red.
That's overkill, I think.
It gets one out of the way. His turn's coming up next. You're going to save somebody some damage and maybe con drain.
Yeah, but I think I can kill him with channel. That's what I'm getting at.
Hey, if that's what you want to do. Actually, can your channel hit all of them?
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah, totally.
Let's see, I channel as a cleric of my level
It's 96.
96. That's about 30 damage. Is that going to be enough?
Okay.
Probably not. Yeah, fuck it. Let's make sure he gets down. So, charge to this effect.
Okay.
Spirit charge attack.
Right.
And natural attack follow up. That's a crippling critical in the Selena. Although
They're
I can
immune.
confirm, I
Yeah.
suppose.
So that's 13, 11, 14, which makes 25. 12, 13, which makes 25. Half of 27 is 13. Half of
If there's
20.
DR to account for, then the claws also overcome. Good.
I was cutting them in half because incorporeal.
Okay. I just figured there might be something more on top of that.
Yeah, that just takes a while to do one at a time is all. But yeah, you do not actually get him down.
Okay.
Who is dead? Red.
What attack actually hits? Or which attacks hit?
Oh, all of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Its AC is shit.
So he's just got a bunch of
Yeah.
hit points.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and everything's being cut in half is what it is. So in effect, he has twice as many hit points as he does.
Mhm.
So he comes off like having 300 something hit points because he has half that. But so red. So red is actually taking damage from both paladin and thing. Do we have ranks in knowledge religion?
We should have smited.
We actually do. So we're gonna roll. He knows what a paladin is. Given that,
You will recoil in fear and attempt to run away.
no.
Yeah.
Instead, he will attempt to touch you or Selena. This is an interesting choice. So he's evil, and therefore wants to cause creatures emotional pain. But Selena would be more hurt from you dying than the reverse. So he's going to try to touch you.
Plus, I'm not dying. Famous last word.
And we still have a
33
resurrection
touch.
one today.
Easily. In general, you can always assume to be aiming my touch.
Yeah. Do roll for save. You win 7 points of damage. And he's just gonna 5-foot step there. Top of the round, Tyria.
Red one is still here. I'm going to 5-foot step. Actually, do you want more help around the bottom, or do you want me to work on red?
Just
Whatever.
I say full attack red, and then he can charge next round to get to green.
Okay, I'm gonna move up here, and with as a 5-foot step, and then I'm going to full attack the Wraith Lord, whatever it's called. 38 for the first one.
Yes.
Okay. 24 for the next one.
Yes.
And 14 for the last one. 23.
Yes, roll damage.
Okay. $26 divided in half, that's 13. 26 again, 13.
That gets it.
26 a third time!
3 different ways. Double the same way this first time, too. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, the second attack gets him. Velok.
Alright, I'll full attack yellow. Those all hit based on
Everything. Yeah, everything hits.
so that would be. I'm not sure how far down. Do you want me to go hit by hit or just add everything up?
Add everything up.
91. 83. 215.
Cut in half is 107.
Mhm.
All right. All in.
Green again, I guess.
Okay.
5 foot back first, because can. Does 28 hit even?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna let you add them up for me.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'll divide that in half. Yeah, I don't suspect it will be enough to kill it.
159, and then half is a number, half
Helen
of
says-
that.
Fallon says it's 78. I
I'm
believe.
okay with that, yeah.
This sounds right. Yeah.
Assuming none of it.
Yeah, none are crits.
Yeah. Green takes 5% and actually has seen you charge, so is going to move. And that is Colin, who is. You know what? Actually, he knows he'll hit the paladin, so he's gonna touch attack a paladin. Misses because of the natural one. Hello.
Doesn't match my touch, but it's a 1.
Yeah, they're gonna gang up on the person they can actually hit.
It's probably sensible.
Yeah, you have to fail the save eventually. Speaking of which,
4 save, yeah.
12 points of damage and you're good.
Did they guess my deal?
It's negative energy damage, so
So yeah.
I think by default they would.
Don't you have a mischance? Like Cloak of Resistance or
That's true,
something?
I do.
Cloak of whatever. Displacement.
I'm not sure if they can ignore that being incorporeal, though.
They do not. We've just been forgetting.
Derby.
Does not miss on account of mischance.
Well, I'm okay with the 12 damage either way.
Mhm.
Talon.
Which is more injured of these two.
Knowledge religion.
Okay.
Green, but not by all that much.
Right. We will take a 5 foot to there. Smite yellow. Actually,
Okay.
no. We'll take a 5 foot to there. Smite yellow.
Okay.
Full attack.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the plan. Let's click a round of haste as well. That's the wrong weapon. This one.
Okay. So I don't know if the smite damage is halved.
I actually forgot to take my smite box. So, plus 40 damage on all attacks. But it is halved.
Okay. So then that's still well over enough.
If anything needs accuracy, there's plus 6 in smite as well.
Yeah. So the first, it's certainly gone. Actually,
How many? Yeah,
77. So
I can see how
probably the
many.
first. It would be the first 3. So so between first attack, haste, and attack 2, he's down. And all the others can be moved to.
In that case, I think the second guy is going down as well.
Yeah. So no smite. So 15, 18, 15. So the first 2 15s make 30. Minus 18. As for bite, that's 14. So the first bite gets him down. As Selena slurps down the Dread Wraith. Smack slips. Probably not really.
Yeah. Well, I say a prayer to Yomade for having saved us through these horrors of evil. Undead. And then I cast the spell to search for secret doors.
No secret doors.
Perception for loot or anything else of that nature.
So I mentioned a sword on an
Oh.
altar in the description.
Right.
It's a ghost iron scimitar.
Hmm.
The pillars throughout the room support a series of Inubrix ingots. Collecting them will take several minutes, so you'll lose all of your buffs.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have too much more left anyway.
I think that was at the end of Darby's, whatever that spell was. Anyway.
Well, that's a minute on fighting style thing, but it'll just run out.
Okay.
So how much for the ingots?
I'll just total them. 19,000.
19,000. That's considerable.
And what does Ghost Iron actually do?
It's a special material. I do not know off the top of my head what it does.
Probably gives ghost touch ability or something.
Yes. Though.
Well, yeah, it
It's
sounds like Ghost Touch. You know, it's got a different name, so presumably it does something else.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not ghost touch.
This item has a list price of 162,000 GP.
Yeah.
It's a unique item. It's not Ghost Iron Scimitar is not like a just a material. That's crazy.
Oh. Okay.
I posted it in chat.
Yeah, you're right. It is, and it is in the. Now that I think about it, it is in the back of the book. So
It has all sorts of stuff.
It is a +2 Dancing King Ghost Touch Anubric Scimitar. It has been treated so that it deals normal damage for a weapon of its size, and is not treated as being broken, despite being made from a soft Skymetal. It ignores armor and shield bonuses granted by metal objects.
Jeez.
I'm back.
Like the Anubrix arrows you met a while ago.
Right.
You might recall those.
Mm-hmm.
It cannot damage metal creatures, and thus is not very effective against the Clockwork Reliquary. Okay, don't read its stat block.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's a pretty bad spoiler there.
Okay.
Like its entry at the end of its entry at Archives of Nethys, there's a pretty bad. Like that's some lack of foresight right there that they would put that online.
Well, everything's online nowadays, you know.
Okay, so that was the fourth of 7. So I'm gonna declare a break.
Okay.
That's fair.
Right. Back shortly then.
I did not mean for that to occur.
I'm back.
Me
Alrighty.
too. Is Puppy here?
I
Uh-oh.
don't think it is.
Okay. So Puppy and Henrik are still.
No.
Oh, there you go. So. That goes up. Wonder if we'll be able to finish this off today. Might have to wait for the last one.
I don't know. I might have to leave in a little bit because it sounds like there might be an impending emergency going on with one of my friends.
Hmm.
Any of you see the new witch archetype, the Havocer?
The what?
There's a new archetype for witches released. I don't think it was in Magic Tactics Toolbox. It was in the most recent Magic book. It's called the Havocer. You swap out your hexes for a kineticist element, and every time you would gain a hex, you gain a blast infusion. However, you have to expend a spell slot in order to use the infusion, and it has to be of an appropriate spell level equivalent to the infusion spell level.
Interesting.
So yeah, you're able to play a blasty witch in a both direct and
Ow.
indirect sense.
But you get the normal kinetic blast for free?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You only get one element though.
Yeah. That is pretty powerful. Because
Right.
I mean, if two classes in Pathfinder are broken, it's the witch and the kineticist.
I always thought witches were really underpowered.
Well, the hex makes them go all day. Is the issue?
Yeah.
Well, the hex is nice, but you gotta actually really like commit to making the hexes work. Otherwise, they're kind of a wasted gimmick.
Yeah, you gotta finesse the damn thing. It's the problem with it.
Yeah.
I always thought that witches had a really low min-maxing floor. Like the only way to fuck it up is to not min-max the hex DC, and anyone could. It seems to me that anyone could realize that you should do that.
Well, the thing is, there's very little you can do to actually boost the hex DC. I mean, there are spell-like abilities, which means that you can take feats to boost the DC of spell-like abilities, but the DC only goes up by, like, what, 2?
The hex in itself does not an adventurer make. You know, if you're talking about something like cackle rolling with evil eye and slumber and what have you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I mean,
there's
like,
a
I've
ton
seen-
of enemies with resistance to sleep that are
Yeah.
just flat out immune.
No, but I mean, I've seen in Pathfinder Society, I see witches that just spam misfortune and completely ruin the enemies.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I've
but
been
those
behind
are-
GM's. Like I've been behind the GM screen while that happens. It's ruinous.
It depends
Anyways,
on how big a body he is as well, because you can put that on one guy a turn, and if you're casting, then you're not moving.
At a higher level, you can do 2 a turn.
So yeah, but even then, if
Um,
you're talking group fights, then it doesn't affect a whole
yeah.
lot of enemies, and if you're talking lower numbers, then
Since everybody's here, though, we
it
want
can be
to
mitigated.
progress.
Yes.
Indeed.
Move us over. You want us to move us to move over?
Step on and swoosh.
Yes. I keep forgetting to move myself over. Oh, this should be. You know what? It doesn't matter.
Those look familiar.
I
The
figured
walls
we
here
didn't have
gleam
too
with-
large anymore.
The walls here gleam with sheets of semi-transparent green metal plates. Arms and armor forged with the same green metal are displayed in short pedestals throughout the room. So or you'll find out. La la la. Okay. Initiative.
Okay.
Alright.
Also, let me pull myself over to that part.
Back down to low initiatives. For me.
What are they?
Arcana.
Anyone?
One moment.
40 on Arcana.
I am very sorry. Planes, not Arcana. So I saw 10 from Velok. So for the other initiatives, Colin.
Oh shit! There was an initiative call, wasn't there?
I
25.
got 23.
23 from Tyria.
Yeah.
Colin.
25.
Alan.
27.
$44 on planes.
These are crystallices. They are creatures from the plane of Earth. They are immune to disintegration effects. They have flat DR, as in DR dash. They can breathe a cloud every now and again that fills a 10-foot cube adjacent to them, and creatures in it they stand a risk of being petrified.
Oh shit. Did you mention any DR or
Yes, DR dash.
DR dash?
They do not have any energy resistances or immunities.
Okay.
With all that in mind, Talon.
Yeah. You said they were elementals.
Yeah, they count as elementals.
Right, so probably not evil. Then. Yeah, fuck it. We'll go with the charge. It's a proven tactic. And we're gonna go to the left.
You can charge through front.
I can, but that isn't necessary.
Okay. Make your rolls.
Totally.
BRB real
I
quick.
do a charge attack, which triggers my fighting style, and a bunch of natural attacks.
Okay. So 1. The first attack seems to do a little less damage than it should, but a bunch of damage.
How does a single attack do 146 damage? That's crazy.
That's in error as well. I had smite ticked, so deduct 80.
Ah, smite. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, smiting is very good.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Haven't actually updated my smite thing either. That should be plus 21, not plus 20. Or 42. That's a boy.
Okay. He's not quite down.
It sounds like almost.
Colin.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Yellow. 30's the low number.
Yeah, I see 5 hits.
Okay.
Is the fifth one's a crit, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, you kill it. If you're using clustered shot, then they all go into 1.
Yep.
Kyria.
All right. After my turn, I'm gonna have to go because that emergency I mentioned to the rest of everyone earlier is going on. I, however, will. Is there any spells anyone can benefit from?
Plenty. What do you have?
I've got bull strength and stuff.
That's depreciated, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. Amongst these things, traits, are they weak to electricity?
You don't know any such weakness.
Okay. Well, shit. I'm just gonna charge the blue one then. Let me make sure my stuff here is
Okay. You provoke.
right.
They are flat-footed, so you do not provoke.
Okay. All right. Would be 6. All right. 34 hit.
Yes.
Okay. $17 damage and a adamantine plus 5.
Plus 5 what?
Probably weapon.
He's talking for overcoming DR.
Right. So it doesn't seem to overcome DR.
Oh yeah, because they got nil. All right. Okay. And that ends my turn. I'll copy my sheet here.
Okay. Before you go, make a fortitude save.
Yes, sir.
It would actually be kind of convenient if you failed.
28.
You do not fail.
Here's my sheet, though. All right, but yeah, I gotta get going. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Okay.
Balls. Back in a sec.
Red here.
All right, I'm back.
1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna breathe cloud on Paladin. So fort saves from both Paladin and Mount. He's good.
I am not the one to target if you want failed saves.
Yeah, they don't know that.
No.
Belloc.
All right.
Yeah, you're looking at a plus 26 against 4, so it's very unlikely that I'll fail.
5 foot back. Full attack. Which I said, would I provoke from there?
You not have, or that's just
Well, they have reach.
you don't automatically know if it provokes.
Okay. Yes, I don't have the ability to not provoke with the bow, but I do cast defensively and auto succeed for
Okay.
the spell. I'll do that with Scorching Ray on red.
All right. It does provoke. So, let's see. We're gonna turn on power attack, or 22.
22 does not for regular hit does not hit.
Okay.
All right. So I got one flub in there, unfortunately, and then 20 is the next lowest.
Spell combat and mini shot hit.
Okay, that makes sense. So I'll roll 8d6. 8, 48, 56, 116.
Alan.
Right, so there's poison on me at the moment, right? How long does that last?
I don't understand. They've not poisoned you.
No, but you said earlier it was a cloud.
Oh, it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't create visibility problems.
No, I just figured it would be persistent, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Beginning your turn. The save you make, if you make a save for beginning in it, then you wouldn't have made a save for it earlier, so we're good.
Okay. And this guy's taking a bit of damage, but not much. Let's just swing the sword. See what happens.
Okay.
And we'll swing the griffin as well.
I don't really need to do the math. I'm just going to say yes.
Okay.
Because I don't need to check to know that it's true.
Well, it's like 120 for the sword and 100
Yeah.
for the griffin. So.
Yeah. It's like what I often do is I just take I just take like the lowest biggest digit. So like all of those are at least 20. So adding them up, it's clearly enough.
I don't know how much DR did he have? If you want to.
Colin, I do not want to tell you.
That's okay.
Target blue, lowest is 29, plus his whatever thing that gives bonuses. Does that apply? Did you do the thing that
yes.
does that? Okay.
In general, my first action is always to charge, so it comes up on that.
I don't see any misses.
Okay.
It has a single attack or at the end of a charge.
Okay. Add that up for me.
Okay. Uh, 164.
Okay. Tyria will full attack. And maintain Dutch history. There's not an attack bonus for it, so I'm just going to go with the melee. Which is
That will certainly be a mistake. You know, there's +5 just from the weapon.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna go ahead and just check feats to see if there's one.
He's got focus in it. I know that much.
Alright, so that's 6. The +2 from me makes it 8.
See, I don't see I don't see focus.
He did. Maybe he changed it.
Yeah. I don't see his 17th level feat. But yeah. So I'll add the 5 to melee. It's probably right. And the melee attack bonus is calculated weird, so I'm going to adjust for that mistake, just for what I think is a mistake. Yes. Yes. No. Damage, kind of, yeah, or I guess given that he's not martial character, it makes sense for it to be that low. Just barely gets him down.
Cool.
Okay. You can get to turn a single person to stone. It's very
Sounds about right.
Yeah, which is very disappointing.
Well, what was the save?
It wasn't that low. It was 24.
Oh.
Still fail on a 1.
Yeah.
For you guys, yeah, for you, I think Velok would have been a little worse off than that.
Yeah, I need a 7.
Okay.
What about you, Vela?
Speaking of which, Velok.
See here? He was. Oh, nope. He
was
made
muted.
a save.
I was muted. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
You now have the ability to move Darby. If you could just move him to the next pad.
Sure.
The next pad doesn't exist yet. Is there loot associated with this room?
Yeah.
I think all of them have at least metal something.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
So I know
There-
it doesn't do anything anymore, but when we entered the room, you said spellcasters. Wait, you'll find out.
I don't think anyone. If someone wound up casting a spell because I forgot about that, then they got off lucky. You needed to make a DC 30 concentration check. Knockwall is the anti-magic metal.
Okay, so it's not like I explode when I search for secret
Yeah.
doors.
No, you just need to make a concentration check.
Alright, well, I probably fail that, but with enough tries, I'll eventually make it.
So,
Let me try it.
there are
I made it. I made it for the spell.
5,000 GP worth of Knockwool in here.
Alright.
A plus suit of +1 Knockwool full plate. Three Masterwork Knockwool breastplates. And a dozen Masterwork Knockwool weapons of various sorts. Will say that all of their default values are 20 GP.
So how many were there?
A dozen, so 12.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
Interesting color.
It's blue.
Are we looking at a zoomed in parasite or something?
I don't know. It was the tile that was blue.
Definitely looks like a zoomed in something.
Yeah, it looks. I think it's just that the tile is not supposed to be that big.
Yeah.
Because that's one tile. Because the room is a perfect square, so I didn't bother getting a bunch of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, like the other ones look pretty good, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But that one.
Interesting.
An orange glow filters through a thick, yes, that's the right one. Through a thick, pervasive mist that hangs heavy in this chamber. Without warning, the vapor condenses and turns into a slippery, pale blue rime that coats everything in the room for several seconds, before again vaporizing into mists. The silvery walls seem to throb with orange or blue light each time the coloration changes. A black crystal shelf to the west holds a stack of silvery bars. So as you go in, you see the big statue there, and the ghost flies in and is like, "What up?" And he flies into the thing. Initiative.
I honestly say, like, really, you really want to do this again? This is like the 8th time we fought this guy.
He's persistent, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
There
not
is
gonna help him.
There is a light limit to how often he could do this, but I'm waiving it and having him do it at every opportunity because it makes the combat hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, it doesn't, but it makes it closer.
More interesting, at least.
Oh, he actually provides stats to the thing?
Oh yeah. He ups its CR by 2.
Oh, huh.
Oh, let's see.
It occurs to me now that I haven't slept in 30-something hours.
Real life or in character?
No, real life. I just haven't been tired until just this moment.
Belloc for initiative.
19.
Colin.
12.
Talon.
14.
14.
Mhm.
And 1 second. So, yeah. Okay, yeah. The sorry. Okay, those are sorted. Tyria goes first. As a committee, what does Tyria do?
Not stand there.
Okay. How does she go about not standing there?
Move 5
Even
foot.
60.
Actually, she can move away. She can move away now because it's flat-footed.
You move to the right and just normal, just melee attack it.
I was thinking about getting them away from the big scary whatever the fuck it is.
The odds of it actually killing anyone is pretty small. I'm just saying. You should say come at me. I'm saying come at Darby. Yeah, I'll.
I don't know, man. I'd rather have the paladin take the first hit and get Darby in a place that they can summon.
I would rather have you take the hits, I think.
Yes,
Yeah,
well,
okay.
that is your function of the armored person, yeah.
Okay, so 5 foot next to Talon and summon something, or just
Okay.
move back. Yeah, 5 foot and then summon.
One
Something.
thing, area is also in full plate.
Okay. We begin a summon. We probably won't need to decide what it is before shit happens.
That's what I was assuming.
It's dead before
Phil.
Darby's next turn.
That's happened like half the time.
It's a common issue.
Okay, Phil. Let's see. So I will note that yeah, everything. It occurs to me everything is fog cloud. So you guys can't see very far, but Talon, you can still see the golem even if no one else can. And Tyria can do that. So it's turn. It's all hot, steamy in here.
Okay, well, fog
We're good.
cloud normally means you can see 5 feet.
Yeah. Okay, then you actually don't. You don't. Okay, so you wouldn't initially see it. So, with that in mind, Tyria would step forward and then move back. And that would be one move action to the spell.
Well, the question is, does this thing make noise?
It does now. It didn't. But when it was standing there, but now it's gonna move. It's got to get all the way here so it can see you through the fog cloud. And we are... yeah, I guess we can't full attack. Given this... we have no feats. We're gonna look back at those spell-like abilities all these things are supposed to have. I've not been using them primarily because they're actually pretty fucking harsh. But yeah, sure.
Honestly, if you want to play though, you do so, because we have,
Yeah,
resurrection magic.
yeah,
and,
that's the thing.
And, Breath of Life.
Yes, you do. Okay.
I'm not saying
Let me double check.
polymorph all day, every day, but
Yeah. Let me check that I'm right about how this spell works, because it almost strikes. It's kind of weird. I don't want to say what it is until the magic moment, but yeah.
Flaming Hand to Fiery Doom?
Not hand.
not hand, and it's a high level fire spell.
Okay, it's not actually that bad. The problem is that he is most certainly not using it in the presence of the fog. So instead, we are, upon reaching here, going to full attack, or not full attack because we can't. The Paladin, who is slammed. We have no power attack to power attack, so remind me the DC? Or, yeah, AC?
Higher than that.
41. Flatfoot.
I cannot be flat-footed.
You most certainly cannot. So 41.
It's higher than that. 44 at
Okay.
the moment.
Okay. Belloc, you cannot see it.
Okay, do I have an inkling that it's there?
You
Or-
heard
in
it.
here.
Yeah, you could, and yeah, he would have shouted and you could hear it.
So from there, would I see it, or would I have to be there to see it?
You need to be. You have to be adjacent to it.
Yeah, be adjacent to it. Okay. That'll be
You
a
can
move.
target the square if you want, and then you're firing against full concealment.
How's your electric resistance there, Talon?
Non-existent.
Huh. Fire?
Selena has some. Selena has 15 against cold, acid, and electricity.
I can always move away if this is a stupid idea. Move action, which would possibly provoke, and then a single attack.
He can't see you either.
Yeah.
Okay. 36 to hit.
So he's not flat-footed. So plus 9. Do we know that? Oh my God, that's not good enough.
Oh shit. That's not good at all, though, so I can do better.
Alan.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna have to fight it. So we're gonna do that. Let's see how much haste do I have left. Kind of want to hang on to that a little bit. Yeah. We are gonna swing the sword a bunch of times.
Okay.
This does mean that there's no fighting style bonus at the moment.
For Velok there, for everyone, but you know what? Everyone's adjacent to you, and everyone but Colin I'm going to say everyone but Colin gets it because they're all adjacent. They're all to where they could see it, I think.
What is going on that I can't see?
The fighting style bonus for the inspiring sword thing.
I think you misunderstood. I said there's no inspiring sword bonus now because I didn't do a charge.
Right.
I can't activate it.
Okay.
That being said, you might want to roll a bunch of d5s to see about concealment.
However, let's see. Should make sure push 4. I was wrong about the 36 a second ago.
Okay.
So spell strike. How did that do?
That would have done 83 damage.
Anything you want to tell me about that? Conceal.
All of the elementals are involved. It's +5. Other than that, just piercing, regular arrow.
Okay. So we got to we got to check concealment. Not miss on account of concealment. So 80 what?
83.
Okay.
And then would it get attack of opportunity against me? I should remember.
You shot from right next to it, so yes.
Yeah. For that hits, yeah.
Ret.
Oh shit. 41, that confirms.
Okay. Does not miss on account of that. And so you feel its flaming hot fist slam into you.
Mm-hmm. Was the plus? Oh, is that D5 for the mist or for my personal?
That was for the mist.
Okay. So flaming fist of fury.
Yeah. So that's 2d10 plus, and this is a crit, so 4d10. I'm going to say it doesn't specify. Does it specify? I am going to be charitable and assume that this isn't multiplied on a crit. The extra damage, the energy damage, the fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
73 points.
Yowz. That's a bite. How much of that was energy damage?
18 points of fire.
Okay. So some of that didn't go through. 10 points for his reverence.
Right. Okay. All right. Would that change what you do, Talon?
No, but I'm going to do an additional thing in that. Well,
okay. So now.
So you already owed 2d6 plus 10.
Awesome.
It looks to me like all of your longswords miss. Your bite. The first one misses. Second one, which is the crit, both hits and confirms.
Okay.
So that's it won't pierce the DR, so 11 plus 20 is 39. Talons are both crits, remarkably. So that's 52 and 49. That's 101. Okay. You do a big old bit of damage to him. And it's 2d8, not 2d6. Though I'll let you keep those 5s if you want them.
Oh, that's fine with me. Yeah.
Okay, that was Talon. Colin.
I'm going to cast shield and walk up there. That's it for me.
Okay. Top of the round. So the color of the room changes. The walls are now orange. And the mist congeals on the ground, and the ground becomes all wet and slippery. Save against grease.
Just a regular reflex.
Yeah.
Hang on, you said the ground. I'm not on the ground.
Then don't save against grease. Okay, it looks like everyone made it, but bad things of the grease spell still occur. Tyria. Yeah. Tyria finishes her summon, which is an Aether Elemental. We're gonna say it's huge. Elemental Aether. Yeah. So it gets to telekinetic throw. It's going to throw some of the grease.
Does it know where the enemy is?
Yes, the fog is gone.
I see.
Crit threat doesn't confirm. Um, $66 plus 7. It takes some damage. Tyria herself is gonna 5-foot step back. Fulham's turn. It is gonna 5-foot step back, and as it does, you notice that it doesn't seem to be affected by the grease. Time for that spell I mentioned earlier. So let's see. We need to make a ranged touch attack, which should be fun. Yeah, this is basically suicide because this is going to die in the next round anyway. So it's so, and we're going to kind of go. Yeah, I think we're going to go these as they. Okay.
Is it lighting the grease on fire?
No.
Fortunately, it's not flammable. Unless you have the mythic version.
So. It knows it's going to die, so it has to aim everything at Talon. And that's the logical thing to do anyway.
All the way to the punching bag.
Large metal shield with a bird.
Eh. So
I'm perfectly happy with it.
it's
Don't get
throwing
me wrong.
meteors at you. 9th level spell.
This is
Jeez.
meteor swarm, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is gonna take a second. Everything hits. So you take 2d6 points of bludgeoning damage, no save, and a -4 on the saving throw against the sphere's fire damage. I'm going to say that's not cumulative. So that I'm gonna roll the bludgeoning damages together, unless you can think of a reason I shouldn't.
Well, I have ER.
That's a
But if
good
you just
reason.
tell me how many, then I'll...
It's a very good reason that I shouldn't. How much is your DR?
5 or 10. Wait one. It's from the Hour of Righteousness.
Okay. So how much is it?
5.
Okay. So I'm just gonna roll them all again. 1 point of damage. No damage. 4 points of damage. 3 points of damage. That's 8 damage total.
Some of the nice overlapping waves of exploding damage.
Yeah, and that's gonna go to everyone, by the way.
How many of these do we have?
So
4?
yeah, there's 4. This is gonna take a while, so we're just gonna do it. Try to do
Okay.
it nice and orderly.
Is this an area attack?
Yes, it is. This is Meteor Swarm.
Does
Fireball.
evasion apply?
Yeah, it would. So given that, I'll go ahead and have you make your reflex saves first because you may well get all of them.
Do I need multiple?
Yes, you need to make 4.
Okay. Three and looks like I got a nat 1 in there.
Yeah, so you fail 1. So does that? Do you have improved evasion or just evasion?
Just default. It's a ring.
Okay. So you will take, or I'll roll them together. So, or we'll say that's the first one.
Yeah, just roll
That's
them
2.
separately.
Yeah, 3, 4. So you will take 18 damage.
Okay.
Velok, make the 4 reflex saves. You succeed on all of them. You take half damage from each. However, your fire resistance is only applied once.
To the whole spell?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be to each attack? Like Scorching Ray would apply to each ray.
Meteor Swarm, it specifically states this.
Okay, interesting.
It's in the spell description, or else I would agree with you.
It's a constant fire bombardment while you're being pelted with meteors.
All the fire damages added together after the saving rate and fires and fire once. Interesting.
The one before resistances.
23,
Okay.
6, 11, 22.
I'm guessing you want some saves out of me as well.
Yes, I do.
Let's start off with these.
Okay.
As one failed, at least they're for half of the first one.
Okay. Everything but the nat 1.
Yeah.
Everything but the nat 1 succeeds. So,
That's the failed one as well there.
reflex, not fortitude. The
22.
22 fails. The others succeed. And Darby, Niche make shaves. Reflex is 15. Win, lose, lose, lose.
It's not great. But I suppose the damage count isn't too high.
Yeah. So, minus 11. 22 plus 18 is 40. So that's 61. Yeah. The golem is destroyed, and it's destroyed even if it succeeds on all of its saves.
So, it destroyed itself.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it did that.
That's funny.
So,
It's not immune to magic.
is there anyone I've not gotten?
Darby?
The elemental.
I did Darby.
Okay.
The elemental isn't going to last long enough to matter.
Still, though, on the golem, is he not immune to magic?
You are right. He's not gone.
Promise I'm not trying to kill us, but I just, you know,
Yeah, you're right.
we're playing at a level where a lot of roles interactions can get forgotten.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I still have 3 Breath of
so-
Life abilities, so I'm good for the.
Selena. Has Selena taken her damage yet?
Yes. She
Okay.
only took 11 because she has some motivation, so she took off on the one she failed, and
Okay. All right. So that's his bastard turn. Belloc.
All right. 5-foot step back because I don't like his nasty. I want to grab both of those. There we go. 5-foot step back. Full
Are you
attack. No.
Then you need to make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check. All right.
Either an acrobatics check or a reflex save, in accordance with Greece.
Gotcha. Okay. Acrobatics. Yeah. What's the DC out of curiosity?
not high. It's double one spell.
It is a reflex save.
Okay. I'll just roll that then. 38. I'm assuming that's good enough.
Yeah, you're good. You can move.
Okay, so 5 foot, full attack. These will all be at +3 due to the Sahedron.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. And, flubbed into the spell. But potentially got at least 1 crit in there. Does a 35 hit?
No, but the 38 does, or is +3.
Oh, 38, right. So 38 does. Okay, so that is good. So that will do 60. Does a 32 confirm? So 32 not confirm.
No.
Okay. So one crit confirms. So that is 70, 90, 122, 131, 151. Does 151 bring it down?
That
Okay.
it does.
Keep
Okay.
without my spell. That's nice.
I'd stop here, but there's one more Skymetal vault, so.
Indeed. This gets tossed around.
Well, yeah, okay. I mean, with Darby not being here, should we pause, given that there is one more, and then maybe a half session?
And then, looking at this, so let's see.
If we can make a full session out of the next one, we probably should.
Yeah, I'm checking. So let's see there. I'm checking the floors to see what all there is. E1 is exposition. E2 is a decently hard encounter. E3 is a flavor. Yeah. We should definitely stop here. We will probably finish the campaign next session.
Oh wow.
Cool.
I don't think we are, but are we anywhere near 18? So I assume that.
You're actually surprisingly close.
Okay.
That said, you should not get there. I'm gonna check to see if you will get there before getting the final boss.
Okay, and was there loot associated with this guy?
Oh, right.
Yes, one moment. I'm checking the XP.
You saw silver bars on the table? No. Or was that in the previous one?
That was in the previous one.
I'll be right back.
600. And you will not hit level 18.
Okay.
Or wait. Yeah. You'll be just shy of it.
Cool.
Was there any loot? I missed it if it was mentioned.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, I've not mentioned it. So loot in the Sticatite vault. The western shelf contains 24 Sticatite bars, 12 cold and 12 hot. Each bar is worth 1,000 GP.
Wait, 200,000?
Worth. No, 24,000 total.
Okay, I misheard what you said.
I could have sworn I heard 12 dozen.
So I was like, that would have been extremely. It's still a ton of money, but yeah, 24,000 total. Okay.
Well, the adventurous budget is a funny thing.
Yeah.
The more treasure you go find, the more you need.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, how are we doing for that special item you were talking about?
we're getting the way there.
Okay.
I doubt the GM would allow it, but we'll talk about it.
As a post-game prize, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, as not mechanically significant, but as a post-game prize, we craft a 1-a-day wish item. It's there's a way that there's a price that's listed that is not unattainable by our.
Yeah, mechanically, it's not unobtainable, and we may have the money for it.
Obviously not.
I'd let you.
Honestly, if you go for something like twice a week instead, then it becomes a lot cheaper. And
yeah, I know, but I mean,
there's no mechanical.
Actually, that's a good point. If we drop it to something like twice a week or once a month, could we turn it into a miracle?
I don't know. I only know that one formula. I don't know the
Wish.
To make Wish it and
I don't know why Wish and Miracle would not be the same.
Good point.
Because they're both 9th level spells.
Yeah,
no, it is not different.
I thought Miracle was half the cost.
What was the cost I came up with?
Okay, what was the thing we used to put up a force field around the town?
That was
a
Miracle.
Huh.
In general, they do the same. One is arcane, the other is divine.
Yeah,
You
there
can
are.
emulate spells which are below them, or you can ask for something special,
Yeah.
which might have repercussions.
Okay.
Yeah, and what you
Yeah, it's
when you
1.2.
it's,
1.2 to 1.3 million GP is the approximate cost of a once per day a wish or miracle.
Cool.
okay, and
We're
what
more than halfway there.
or wait, where are you?
I was just using the magic crafting rules.
Because I mean, it's not you're not going to get another 500,000 GP shortly.
Um,
I'm sure if we rent out this place,
Yeah, I mean, it's got
I'm
magical
doing it.
walls and shit.
we're at about 650 of the total loot of what we have as a party. But we could sell stuff to make it up.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I have an expensive sword at the moment that I don't really need.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Have you
he AFK'd again, so when he comes back, we'll do loot.
Well, didn't we do it?
Yeah, I mentioned it just now. It
24 grand in metal bars.
Right, yeah.
yeah.
Secret doors. There are none.
Yeah, there are none.
Right.
Looking at these, I mean, if you sold, yeah, but yeah, the post game prize is that you get to keep carrying the Sihedron around.
We can rent that out for a day at a time for some.
No, because you have to give it up willingly.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to reclaim it.
Just takes it, then
Well, I mean, you could kill the person and take it.
Yeah.
true, but that's not exactly a great business either. Plus, it gives, cannot be surprised and high initiative modifier, so if we lend it to a wizard, he can always teleport away.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, like just having this, because that's like a +8 to any skill. That's basically like you are 40% more likely to achieve any endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than 40% as well. It's, skills you are bad at, where you only have a 5% success chance, you go up by a factor of 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An 800% efficiency increase, and likewise, skills you are mediocre at, you get a middling bonus.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. You might. Yeah. So, anyways, I might even have to find a way to extend the next session. Because it's slated to include 3 combat encounters.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we end up calling it early, we can do some talking about the next game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or just,
Because I need to get on reading that adventure path.
Yeah.
Because it's going to start. I had not anticipated it. But
You can always
as
take
it's,
a hit.
Yeah. As it stands now, it's going to be like, as it stands now, it might be, yeah. So with that said, bye-bye.
Okay.